What's up, guys? It's Zem from Shrike, and I'm doing the review on the AMX Cda 105, Tier 8 French TD. Um, yeah. 1958, AMX developed this tank destroyer, relying on its mobility and its rather, at the time, rather good 105 gun. Unfortunately, the paper tank never got any further than that, so no prototypes were ever built. And like I said, essentially, this is a paper tank. So yeah, that's the history of it. Pretty quick, pretty simple. Not much to say about it. All right, in-game tank. I haven't had a whole lot of luck with this tank. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Maybe because it's me and French TDs for some reason. These guns, I don't know. 0.28 dispersion at 100 meters. That is a lie. Yeah, there's just I can't tell you how bad I get trolled with these guns. This one, the 48, the Foch, you name it. I have, for some reason. I play the CDC in the FCM, no problem, great guns. But these French TD line guns, just I don't know what to say. Maybe it's just me. Maybe you'll have better luck with it. I don't know. Yeah. So onto the specs on this thing: 390 average damage, 260 average pen, 6.32 rate of fire, 9.49 reload time. Now that is not very good. That's actually pretty nasty, because considering that's slower than the JP2, which is at 9.4, and which is for 490 instead of 390. Yeah, that this gun is not going to scare anybody. That's for sure. It's just real low alpha, I was expecting something with a little bit better reload than 9.49 seconds. With 390, it just doesn't do it. It's not a very scary gun, at least for a TD. But if you can get in the right position with it, and you can start laying out some shots, and you're not going to get spotted, and all that kind of stuff. Play it as traditional TD role. Yeah, it'll be just fine. 28.35 gun traverse speed. That is, of course, the actual, the traverse of the tracks. 8 degrees gun depression. The gun traverse on this is a little light. I mean, it's a pretty narrow traverse, so you really have to work a little bit on that. 1.83 aim time, very good. 0.28 dispersion. I'm not going to argue with it. I just don't see that playing the tank. Goat, sorry, buddy. I don't think this is a laser. I'm still a little pissed about it, actually. I was expecting something. Yeah, you might hit the tank, but you hit everything but the part that needs to be damaged. Tracks, more tracks. Oh, that one bounced because it hit the turret. That kind of stuff. So yeah, I guess you could say it probably hits quite often, just doesn't pen. All right, 1,000 hit points. The hull armor is 100 in the front, just like that, which means everything in their mother is going to pen you, unless of course you're sitting above them, or you get a pretty good angle to them. But anything other than that just goes through here. Cupola is another big fat. It's got the typical radar bar, whatever this bar is on the top, that gets penned. This gets penned. That gets penned. This gets penned. That gets penned. That gets penned. This gets penned. There's really not a whole lot that doesn't get penned. So don't get shot, right? Once again, don't get shot. 40 on the side, nope. 30 in the rear, nope. Yep, not very good. Weight limits: 720 horsepower. 55 top speed, 32 for the traverse speed. Mobility on this thing is excellent. If you're looking for a very mobile tank destroyer, especially in this line, this is probably the best of the bunch. I mean, there's some pretty quick tanks in this bunch, but this thing's not quite, E25 level mobility, but it's getting right up there as a very mobile tank, and it looks nice. I mean, it's a nice looking tank. I mean, there's no denying that. It's just a good looking little tank on and everything. Uh, Maybe some of my dislike for it has been just because of the games I've had in it. I mean, I seem to be struggling with it, so we're gonna have to give this one another run over and another go. But yeah, it's for me, it's been a difficult concealment, which is really where this thing shines. Gets your crew on here. I haven't got this crew actually up to camouflage, but I got camouflage and camouflage. I mean, this thing is very stealthy. You get it behind a bush, and it is very hard to see. So yeah, typical TD roll with this thing. Um, it does not do well in anything that's a sort of a stand-up fight. Reloads too long to scare anybody. Yeah, this is your this is your glass cannon. This is the thing sitting in the back. Punch holes into things. Don't take it anywhere than that. View range, kind of not bad. Same with signal range, not bad. So, APCR is down the round, 260 average penetration. Heat rounds 310. This is a tier 10 gun. Uh, Once again, not bad penetration. Just I this 105 for its accuracy just does not seem to have that. Maybe because I'm used to just getting down to about 3/4 zoom before I fire. This one, you almost have to zoom in every shot, all the way down to complete zoom to make it work. But this is, if you've played the French TDs, I don't know why, but they all seem to run the same thing. It's just hard to hit anything. And the problem is with the last French, you have the 48, the Foch, and then the Foch. Now with the Foch B. Well, these two never really had the problem. But these two had the problem because they were never with the autoloaders. They've made these two kind of playable now. This doesn't have an autoloader, so with the longer reload, the lower alpha, yeah, it does not do well in any sort of stand-up fight. If you have to deal with tanks getting in on your position, closing, yeah, you just can't bounce nothing. Yeah, it's tough. Traditional TD, play it just like that. Find a bush, camp it out, react to the flow of the game, move if you have to, reposition. Great. I mean, this tank has mobility is just ridiculous. And you'll see in the game I'm playing how much I move around because it's kind of what the flow of the game was, but I move around a whole bunch and it's able to do it fairly easily. Money wise, once again, tier 8 TD, you get 3K, damage, 100K easily, 100K profit. Yeah, that's your typical tier 8 premium tank. So I run rammers, vents, and camouflage net. We'll see if I can turn that out a little bit here. I might go to, once I get my first skill up here for the camo, I'll probably eventually put on some sort of optics for that. Other than that, I enjoyed the first few games I had in it. After that, I've kind of been really, really questioning it. And I shouldn't say anything. I've just got into. I ground out to get the Foch B. I'm in the Foch 155, and this is my first stint into the French TDs. I've been playing Germans and whatnot, and I'm just, you get used to those kind of guns, and then you come to this, and it's just like, yeah, really, really. So, my complaining and bitching, I guess, is going to be entirely up to you. If you love the mobility, if you love the ability to move, this tank you can't get much better at tier 8 for mobility, stealth, as this thing. So, great traditional TD. If you're going to play it that way, yeah, definitely worth the money, especially if you're looking for something to train your crews up in the French line, other than if you want to do FCM 36 Pack 40. But yeah, other than that, all these crews fit nicely into this tank. So, I'm doing the Foch right now, the AMX 50B, same way with the 155. Nice crew trainer. fits all those tanks. So yeah, it's a perfect fit for the crew training part. So I'm going to bring the gameplay up to you for you guys, and we'll bounce through that. Alright fellas, back with the gameplay with the AMX Cda 105. And I really actually like the looks of this tank. It's got kind of a, edgy look to it. Yeah, it's a good looking tank. It's a good looking tank. Top tier, tier 8. There's 5 tier 8s, some 7s. All the rest are all 7s. So, leave town, push one line. We'll see what happens. I always like to throw my opinion out there, right? Alright, push over the 1-2. I'm going to put myself in the traditional TD role. If you guys have known me and if you guys watch my videos, you know I fucking hate this role. I hate being a traditional TD. It's a hard thing for me to play. But I don't have much choice in this tank, so here we are. Bulldog moves up, he gets spotted. And I'm trying to move over here into those bushes to support our light tank that moved up quite nicely for us. Yeah, so move up in here, knock the tree over, get into position, getting all cozy, and then, yep, there's the Bulldog. So, out of position, because I'm not going to stick around, wait to get shot, because I have no idea what's over here. But I do know he's there. I ping it, and I'm going to light that little pecker because, I hate that. Light tanks and TDs, right? Pull up. Yep, there he is. Catch him. And donk a shot at him. Where's my .28 accuracy? Didn't happen. So we got a T-28, Tiger P, and an IS spotted over here. Bulldog's doing a good job. We did get most of the team to come over here. So we got the Oni, the 4502, T-26, yep, and we got a nice scout. So move up. Trying to find a position here where I can get a shot down. This is where that nice 8 degrees of gun depression comes in. Put a nice 364 into him. But of course, the artillery is looking right at me as I fire. Put a shot in the Tiger P, bounce his shot. You notice they get, with that little bit of that gun depression, being able to keep back a little bit on these slopes like this works out pretty nicely. That 100 millimeters will actually bounce stuff, being this far back. So, working here, gets the Tiger 1, gets spotted by the Bulldog, pull back. There's enough already here to wreck my day, and like most French tanks, they don't do well with that. Don't get the shot on that guy. Looking for the Tiger P. Nothing. Okay, looking for the IS. Oh, get stunned. And yeah, no idea. Just completely, utterly. Yeah, no, I'm gonna get a second chance. I'm getting a second chance. Screw's unstunned. I get the assist though, thank goodness. Alright, looking for some bushes here. That Bulldog sitting out there, I really don't want to get spotted. Once again, with these big artillery pieces, I really don't care to get smooshed by something like that. So, looking for a nice little spot here to camp, to find me a nice position to get some shots. Pull up on here, I'm trying to get a shot down here on the AC. Problem with the low height TDs like that, you don't get a lot of times get a chance to work these little dips in the ground. You actually have to play up on top. So got the Bulldog here, he's hiding in the bushes. I'm getting a shot on him. AMX, he's still hiding in the bushes. We're looking. Come on, boys. Come on. He makes a run for it. And, oh, he didn't turn. I thought for sure he was going to turn into that. That was user's error. That wasn't the gun problem. That was entirely user error. Alright, looking at the AMX here again. There he is. Come up. It was in the reticle, just not where the tank was. Okay, we're up 5. We're 5-4 right now. We're up a tank. Still got the AMX sitting here. And they pull some crazy stuff right now. They've evened it up. So now we are off to the races. And this is where that mobility comes in and that speed of this tank. It really is nice. You're going to see me come back over here. And for most people that like, wow, they're just artillery pieces, right? They die. Well, close games. Every tank alive is a tank that you can, you know, assist in your carries or wins. So I'm coming back over here. I'm going to try to an E25 on his way in. I'm trying to see if I can get a shot here on the Black Prince. He doesn't want to poke up. Still looking at the E25. He's going balls, walls. Our light tank, he's paying attention. It's time to come back here and see if we can finish this off. Now, I know there's a T-29 over here, and I have a Bulldog with me. He's kind of left himself out here in the open. He's just by himself. T-29 over here, and I'm hoping that he's not going to be paying any attention. Bounce a shot off of him, put a shell into him, take a big one from the T-29, finishes off the E-25, and back on the run. Still tied up 7-7, and you notice that bottom push right there. Fellas, if you break the 1-2 line, don't push out into the open like that. It's either and or on this map. Your best bet is after you break the 1-2 or the 9-0 is to come back mid. You have cover. Otherwise, that's a lot of open ground over here. So pulling up on here, see if I can get a shot in on here on the Black Prince. Yep, right there. Nope. Too high. Okay, looking around here, see if I can get a shot here on AMX. Trying to support these guys as much as I can. 87's down. We're up to 9-7 right now, and it's just kind of a matter of not losing it at this point. Still not getting a shot. Still playing like a little bitch. The traditional TD roll. So hurts. All right, but we do have a full health Chronovan, and we do have a full health Louvet, and a full health 48. So, which is going to be interesting because those are some good tanks, especially in a hull down position. Granted, we still have two artillery, so it's more of a spot and poke and spot and poke and spot and poke. E5 is moving up here to my right, and I'm looking for a nice, comfy, cozy patch of them. There we go. Yep, traditional TD roll, fellas. Traditional TD roll. Yeah, let's start looking. And I'm not knocking it, but of all the TD I've played in this game, I've always been way more aggressive than a TD probably should be. But it leads to a lot more, to my opinion, a lot more success when you get to play that position. Kron's out of my view range, and yeah, it was almost there. Switch back to APCR, and that one, nope. I'd switched to heat for the Chronovan, but hey, you know what? I owe this guy a little bit of a flavor there. See, now you notice it actually hits when you completely aim in, and you got to hold it for a second. I don't know why. It hits then, but yeah, no snapshots with this gun. Looking around. Our scout's doing a good job. He stayed alive all game, and he's just lighting things for us. I would try to, but I'm not feeling it in this gun today. So back to the Chronovan. We're gonna look around here. Nothing. And those guys are playing it pretty wisely. They're sitting down here. They know they got good turrets. They can take a beating. The only problem is we do have two artillery. So even at the absolute worst, we can just sit here and slowly work them all the way down. E5 gets the Lorraine. Now it's a 3-on. They have 3 left, and we have 6. So, yeah, not a real tight game, but they do have most of their health. Well, there's still a fair amount of us that are, there's still a fair amount here that are one-shotable. So yeah, this game can turn very, very quickly in the opposite direction for us. So me and the Scorpion still sitting here. We got the E5 pushing down the south, down on the south side, hanging out, waiting, watching. Turn back here to see if I can support the E5. Here he comes. Come on, Kron. Come on, Kron. Come on, Kron. Finally! Finally, one in the side. One in the side. Looking here for the AMX. Wait for him to give me his side. Yep, right there. We have the Louvet over here. He's a little bit. There he is. Now he's moving back up. Trying to get back into cover here so I don't get spotted. Like I said, I'm a one shot for most of these tanks. Oh, there he is. Find him. That almost missed. If you watch the shell, that almost missed. Artie's got him. And yeah, good GG. So now we just have to kill this AMX. For the most part, if you can find that traditional TD roll, enjoyable, and you can get the maps to do it, I think this tank will perform just fine. I mean, I really do. It'll do exactly what you want it to do. It's every other map that this thing's going to struggle on. So remember that if you do purchase it. So you guys have a good night, and thanks for watching. Ooh, I like the new end of this. Victory. All right, we'll see you fellas.